What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about SoFi. I want to go over some of the current data points, what really moved it, and what shorts did today. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So SoFi did do fairly well, closed 3.52% in the green. Market seemed a little bit sketchy first thing as the market was trying to digest what kind of came from Ukraine and the tensions associated to that. But honestly, it just completely blew up. Nvidia started to kick off some buying, and I think that's caused a nice domino effect across the board. So all in all, pretty successful day. SoFi closed inches away from a new 52-week high. So $14.43 was the high today. $14.44 is the 52-week high. So most likely that'll come tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see. But 38.1 million for volume, 61.4 is the average. So today, I feel like someone turned off the algorithms. And like I stated in the past, I cover a lot of different stocks, different YouTube channels, different sectors. And there was one common denominator is that you had lower volume, but same level of kind of typical transactions on the secondary market. So insinuating that it's the algorithms. So someone kind of turned them off today. I'm not really sure why, but you did have a good fair amount of buying coming from the secondary market. So these are all the transactions, again, over $100,000. So a good amount of buying. And so this is kind of the string of buying that ultimately caused it to go higher. So yeah, a couple big ones, even after hours right up here, a lot of big transactions, 6.78, 3.02, 2.84, 19 million. So a lot of big money is getting in. No actual news associated to SoFi today, no SEC filings. So it was just merely piggybacking off of the broader market. But I started to really look at the chart for SoFi and comparing it to, for instance, the brick and mortar banks and Robinhood. And one thing that I just wanted to point out, I'm pretty sure it's obvious, but I feel like Wall Street finally, because of SoFi's last earnings, is seeing SoFi as more than just a bank. And you can kind of see just comparing over the last 1 year. So you have SoFi, JPM, BAC, Citi, and Robinhood. So Robinhood's definitely outperformed all of them, up 333% over the last 1 year. So definitely deserving of a round of applause. But SoFi was always just lagging kind of the brick and mortar banks, and then recently after their earnings, that's where it started to break out right here. And if I kind of zoom in a little bit more, this is a little bit more apparent. So yeah, honestly, it's good the fact that Wall Street is finally seeing SoFi as more than just a bank. So it took, was it 2 years, 2.5 years or something like that since they got their charter, but finally is coming. Big things are coming for SoFi. Moving over to shorts, they did return 276,000 shares today. 14.07% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 149.93 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost of borrow average is 0.75. The minimum is still negative. So this is now was the third consecutive trading day as that. So whatever broker is trying to stimulate some shorts, it's not really working. If anything, every single day they are returning, and rightfully so, right? SoFi is hitting 52-week highs. To short SoFi, like, it's the stupidest thing ever. But again, people love pain sometimes. But utilization 23.01, short score is 56.85%. Or I guess of 100. So the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. But looking at options, 20 million in calls, 3.36 million in puts, 47% of all the options being done today were optimistic and bullish. And then once again, you see a lot of big entities getting in. So just between 11.20 and 11.25, there was $1 million in premiums. Just right here, 733 between 11.35 and 11.40. So a lot of big money is still forecasting for higher highs to come. And of the call options that are being purchased, you see a consensus for it to be now above 1650. So honestly, like, yeah, nothing seems to really phase the broader market. Even like possibly World War III, market just kind of shrugs it off and says, okay, time for a new 52-week high. Let's kind of get on moving. So honestly, it's amazing stuff. Looking at puts though, you do see a consensus for it to be sub $13. So given how much SoFi's actually ran up, like the worst, the bears are anticipating $13. That's not all that bad in my opinion. So definitely something just to keep in mind. So a lot more upside is anticipated. And right now with it at $14.42, it is trading between these 2 points. So the R2 and this R1. So 14.24 is going to be a strong support that you'll want to watch for it to hold going into the next couple trading days. 14.58 is going to be the next strong kind of target / resistance. So that would be a new 52-week high for SoFi. And in my opinion, I think that is going to get hit tomorrow. Just a hunch. I do think that Nvidia's earnings are going to be kind of home run, triple beat most likely. And then of course that's going to cause FOMO. What number are we on now? 6.0 or something like that. So I think the market's going to get very, very hot tomorrow. So just be prepared for that. But moving over to here to IBKR, technicals are looking good. Over the last couple of days, you had some potential pullback right here because it was flirting with the ALMA, but honestly SoFi just said F it and it decided to go higher. So very good stuff. Even stochastic RSI, you see a nice bullish deviation starting to form. So blue line above the purple or orange, I don't know where I got purple from, but MACD as well looking very bullish. But aside from that, one new thing did come out from a analyst, and it wasn't any new price target or anything like that, but there was a new buy rating. Mizuho Dan, who has a 55% success rating, so they gave a buy rating, no price target though. So yeah, honestly, that's pretty good. As a consensus of all the ratings, $9.77 is that price target, and that does represent 32% downside. So it goes to show that analysts, just every single sector, it's not just the fintech, but like semis, the market is blown past expectations like tenfold. So yeah, honestly, I think there's still a lot more room to go up in my opinion, but first sign of weakness, as I've stated in the past, you will see a little bit more of a pullback, especially considering just the broader market is very, very hot. So just be prepared for that. I think a lot of people have their fingers over the button to take profits. They're just waiting for the first sign of weakness. Maybe some people kind of fell for it first thing. This is why you had some kind of hesitation first thing right here due to possibly war, or some stuff like that. But like I said, I think there's just a lot of optimism in the broader market, and rightfully so. A lot of data points have been coming out. There might be another 25 basis point cut for the December 18th meeting. There was a Fed speaker kind of reiterating that, saying that it's not off the table. And as of right now, I'll give you an overview of that. So I'll quickly load that. So right now there's a 59.1% likelihood of a 25 basis point cut. So that's not even factored in and built into the prices yet, in my opinion. So if that was to come to fruition, then honestly, the market's going to move up even higher from here. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing I just wanted to share with you, I did launch a Patreon where I'm giving buy signals, stocks, crypto, options, and a lot of them have been absolutely on point and like bangers. So definitely pop over there, take a look, link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.